Today, we're making a one-pan wonder, sheet pan baked pomegranate tofu with agave balsamic Brussels sprouts, vibrant flavors, crispy textures, and a touch of sweetness. Let's dig in. We'll start with our prep, which is a brief amount of cutting, and then setting up our stations. Starting with our Brussels sprouts. Just trim and halve a pound of sprouts. Don't give them too much of a haircut. You're just looking to remove the base and checking for any wilt on the exterior. Our tofu has already been pressed to remove the water. We're going to separate the tofu into pieces. You could do this with a knife or by hand. This helps give the tofu an organic look and texture. On screen, I'll add the freezer method that you can use to push the tofu textures even further. The freezer method I recommend for folks who enjoy the flavor of tofu, but not the texture. But if the texture you can work with and the flavor's the issue, simply follow this recipe. For the tofu, we're setting up a simple 3-bowl dredging station. In the first bowl, we're mixing soy sauce, vegan Worcestershire. Hold on, I wanna take a minute and let you know I got it this time. Worcestershire. I'll get it again. Okay, you could also do steak sauce. Now add balsamic vinegar and dried rosemary. This marinade will give our tofu a great savory base. In the second bowl, we'll whisk together flour and seasonings like garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, salt, and pepper. This mix adds a subtle aromatic kick. And finally, our third bowl. Combine breadcrumbs, or you could use cornflakes for extra crunch, and shredded unsweetened coconut. This is where the tofu will get its crispy golden coat. Now we move to seasoning everything and getting it into the oven. The Brussels sprouts here are going to get a light oil bath with a bit of salt and pepper to taste. Toss the coat and be sure to place them cut side down. This will help them get that perfect caramelization. We'll set these aside and get ready for our crispy tofu. Now, let's coat the tofu. Dip each piece into the soy sauce mixture, flipping and pressing down on each side to help the marinade get well soaked up into the tofu. If we're making this ahead, you can set the tofu pieces into the marinade overnight to really get some well-developed punchy flavors. Then the seasoned flour. Just make sure before you're moving away from this step, allow any excess to drip back into the bowl. And finally, the breadcrumb mixture. Pressing firmly to coat each piece fully. Place each piece on the baking sheet next to the Brussels sprouts. We're keeping this easy and efficient, all in one pan. Now, pop everything in the oven until the tofu is golden and the Brussels sprouts are slightly charred. The charring and the caramelization is much better without a sheet of parchment paper in between the ingredients and the pan making contact. But that method would require more oil to avoid the ingredients from sticking. While those bake, let's make our sauces. In a small saucepan over medium heat, combine extra virgin olive oil, agave, balsamic vinegar, and some freshly grated garlic. I forgot the garlic here, but I'll add it in later. Let this simmer for about 5 minutes. This will bring out a rich, tangy sweetness. Next up, the star of the show, the pomegranate sauce for the tofu. We're combining pomegranate juice, soy sauce, a splash of rice wine, agave, garlic, fresh ginger, and chili garlic sauce for a hint of heat. To thicken, we'll add a simple cornstarch slurry. Just water and cornstarch together. Bring the sauce to a boil. Add the slurry. From there, just keep stirring until it thickens. This sauce is packed with flavor and a gorgeous deep color. I'm molding this sauce based off my recipe for sweet chili sauce. So I'm removing all the refined sugar you would typically find in sweet chili sauce. Then using the sweetness from the pomegranate juice and agave to help develop something healthier and original and tasty. Now that everything is out of the oven, it's time to bring it all together. Toss the Brussels sprouts in their balsamic glaze, giving it a few stirs to coat. For the tofu, I just brushed the pomegranate sauce onto each piece. And boom, sheet pan baked pomegranate tofu with agave balsamic Brussels sprouts. Crispy, juicy, and full of flavor. The combo, irresistible. Love this recipe. It's easy, it's delicious, and it's perfect for any occasion, especially gatherings. The recipe can be found linked in the description, or you can head straight on over to my website, makeitdairyfree.com. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. I hope you're doing well. Believe in good. Peace.